All right, Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, or Hakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Green Millstone. All right, just finna get in Shalom to the elect. All right, just finna get into this quick lesson. All right, on Donald Trump. Talking about what the enemy within. All right, he's saying that they need to crack down on the enemies that's within America. All right. And guess what he said basically they're gonna do it by basically death, and harsh punishments, And what else he said? He said he was going into these dangerous cities or whatever. He's gonna use it for training grounds for the National Guard, So we're clearly in the times that this man, he's about to go down, and guess what? He's about to, come down with that great wrath, as I got right here. Revelations 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." All right, and guess what? Esau, they know that their time is about to be up. The so-called white man knows that their time is up. Because what? They're being exposed on every side. All right. Everything is being come out about them, about over there in Gaza, that they're basically doing what? Just I don't want to say the wrong thing, but basically, just killing, just for the fun of it. It's coming out of what? That they're the wicked, and what they don't have control. They don't really have control over the people like that. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Shah, he allowed his internet to be out here and the prophets. All right, so people are figuring out things about the so-called white man and reporting on it. All right, first off, from our prophets or from Elder Abba Bivens on down, to our Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Aramla, Apostle Racha, they brought out the truth of the so-called white man, and then it's been flooding the internet ever since, But yeah, the so-called white man, he's about to come down with great wrath because what? He knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so what we got to expect from this so-called white man to what? Hey, he's about to do a mass killing out here. All right, it's about to be mass death out here, Cause how does that sound that somebody talks about the president? He talking about what? Basically they're gonna use these dangerous cities. And yes, Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are, bugging out here, but what? Esau made these niggas like that, So what so how would you feel about somebody telling you that they're gonna, for your city, they're gonna what? Use it as training grounds for the National Guard, That sounds like a low-key threat, But this Second Ezra 16 and verse 70, it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." All right. So an uprising. It's gonna be an uprising, against who? The nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. And guess what? Esau, he's painting us to be, basically nobodies, basically savages, and then ultimately it's gonna come down to this truth, because this truth is what's bringing out their lies, We're telling the people, we're making the people understand who who the rulers of the earth are, you know? And they don't want you to know that. They want you to what? Think that they're what? Oh, God-fearing people, you know, innocent. You know, that's what the word white goes back to. You know, the word white goes back to what? Purity, all right, innocent, you know, righteous, all right, but they're opposite from that. And they're not even white, they're red. You know, these are red people, all right? Esau came out with what? He came out, red all over like a hairy garment, Salakia, you know? So, hey, they're translucent, you know? And they want you to think that what? They're white, you know, but they're not, you know? They're red, all right? And they're the devil, all right? They're Esau Edom, all right? It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All right, so see, we're coming into the time where, hey, these National Guards, all right, hey, they got robots. All right, what Elon Musk says that he got a legion of robots, you know, an army. He's talking about he got an army of robots. All right. So hey, why you think he got that? You know, hey, all this shit is about to be used upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And if you're not right with Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to get caught up in, you know, Elon Musk, you know, robot chasing you down and getting you. You know, you're going to be caught up in that if you're not right with Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yup. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So see, and in them times, hey, it's going to be known who the true servants of the God, the true servants of the God of heaven and earth, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's going to be known who are the true servants. All right, and that's mainly the men of GMS, you know. That's mainly the men of GMS, the ones that's actually, following after Yahweh Bashem Shah in truth and sincerity, you know, not denying Yahweh Shah, you know. It says, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Yep, because hey, Yahweh Bashem Shah is going to, in that time, in the times to come, we're soon to come, he's going to present miracles to the elect. And people are going to see, all right? People are going to see, and they're going to know, like, oh, the Lord is really dealing with them, you know? But this is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, all right? So who's that he? The elect. The elect is going to be delivered from all of this, all right? Yahweh Shemel Shah said that he's going to guide us, he's going to guide us in these times, all right? But it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. None is like it. No historic tragedy can equal up to this day right here, all right? It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, all right? So Jacob, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? It's gonna be for you trouble. It's gonna be for y'all trouble. All right? It's gonna be for y'all. All right, because what? You rejected Yahweh Shemel Shai. Guess what? He's gonna allow the so-called white man, to come down upon you and, win over you, But for the elect, they're gonna be good. But you 2/3, all right, niggas that rejected this truth, niggas that rejected Yahweh Shemel Shai, hey, Lord is going to allow the so-called white man to do as he pleased to you, And we're coming into the times where the punishments, whatever the Lord got set up for you, for you to die, it's going to be terrible. As the scriptures say, horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation, roughly paraphrasing. It's going to go very bad for niggas that reject this truth, It's going to go very bad, So this is Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. So see, hey, we got to seek Yahweh Shem Shah while he may be found. All right, and he's able to be found right now because what? The prophets is out here. All right, we're the mouthpiece of the Lord. All right, so that's letting you know that what? He's still able to be, called upon, you know? So it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call you upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he'll have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. All right, so what comes with, coming to Yahweh Shem Shai is what? Putting off them, old ways. You got to become a new creature. All right, you got to become as a little child. And what is a little child? He's new to life, basically. All right, and he got to be taught everything. All right. So hey, what you learn in this world, you can't bring it into this truth, And the Lord will show you, through his men, he will show you that, hey, you gotta cut that shit out. But yeah, hey, that's how you serve Yahweh Shem Shah, And that's how you seek him, by putting off them nigga ways and calling on Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, and there's certain things that you're not gonna be able to just, throw away overnight, but it's the act of effort, the act of effort towards Yahweh Shem Shah, and praying, praying to Yahweh Shem Shah. Lord, I can't, I'm trying to get rid of this, but it's just hard, Hey, pray to the Lord, And guess what? He'll have mercy on you, Lord have mercy on you. All right. So that was pretty much it. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Going to give all glory and the praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. All right. Shalom.